Yes, people, how are we? Happy Tuesday. I was meant to actually drop this video yesterday, but I never actually got round to doing it. Busy day in work and all that. And we're round to doing it today. The sun's out. Bit more chilly today. But over the weekend, mate, it was absolutely heaving. 15, 16 degrees, something like that. Even yesterday. About 13. But that's unheard of in March. You just don't get that in this country. The weather's always dire, to say the least. But anyway, the football. Let's get into it. I'll try and make this as quick as possible anyway, because I don't want to drag this video on. I don't. But the watch along will be there tonight, people. But Forest and Man City, I predicted it'll be a bit of a snooze fest. A bit of a boring game. It was obviously, I just didn't see them. I didn't see their styles actually, clashing to make a really good game of football, as we've seen a lot of times this season. A lot of the games where, people have put loads of hype around and all that and said, this could be a cracker, have just turned out to be, underwhelming, let's be honest. So I predicted another one of them for Saturday. Forest actually won the game 1-0. Hudson-Odoi, great goal late on. Probably deserved winners, you'd say. And that puts them in a really good position to get Champions League next season, I'm not going to lie. I predicted them to go down. I actually did. Before the season started, I said, Forest are going down. I don't see them staying up. How wrong was I? How wrong was I? They've absolutely muddied my prediction right there. And it's not the first time either. But at least I own this, do you know what I mean? I own it. But yeah, good win for them. Like I said, making this quickly as possible. We'll move on to the 3 o'clock kickoffs. We play Southampton. We go a goal down. Small bone because of, more Alisson being a bozo than Van Dijk. I don't know, actually. No. Maybe Van Dijk, he's trying to use his strength too much, and he should have just, done what you should normally do as a defender. Clear your lines. Do you know what I mean? That type of thing, but he was just too busy dawdling around with it. I'll pin the blame more on Van Dijk than Alisson, to be honest. It was pretty schoolboy stuff, and the fact he went 1-0 down to them is a fucking disgrace. They are absolutely woeful, mate. I think they're on, 9 points this season? On record to meet Derby's record, is it? I think their record's 9 points, isn't it, for the lowest tally on the table? And look, I don't see them getting any more. They really are that bad. And the fact they went 1-0 down to them, I was like, wow. But you know what, though? I actually said to some of my mates, don't be surprised if they actually do go up. And I predicted 3-1. Swear down I did. 3-1 was bang on the money. I said 3-1 Liverpool that game. Don't be surprised if they score first. Just didn't surprise me. I'm so glad we don't have to play Southampton again this season. I'm sick to death of them. I just can't be arsed. They nearly beat us in the reverse fixture at St Mary's. We scraped past them in the Carabao Cup. And to be fair, we put them to one side on Saturday. But, the first half was atrocious, let's be honest. Absolutely atrocious. After they scored that goal, small bone, Darwin Núñez is deliberately trying to get sent off. Like, what kind of reckless challenge was that? Because if we would have went down to 10 men after going a goal down in that game, that would have been a long, long day, I'm telling you. But just as well, we're very clear at the top of the minute, because obviously I don't see anyone catching us now. 16 points, well, 15 actually, because United and Arsenal too. But second half, obviously, things had to change. I wanted subs, I wanted Darwin off, but then again, people, he comes up and gets the equaliser, which is, fair play, well done to him. It's Southampton, well done, mate. You know what I mean? We should be beating Southampton, we should be having no issues against them whatsoever. They're already down, they're gone, they're long gone. I think the whole bottom 3 are gone. I don't see any of them staying up. I think it's already settled, just like last season, when you had Luton, Sheffield United, Burnley, all dropping absolute stinkers all season, and they all went down. 3 promoted teams, straight back down, same again this season. But we won the game, Diaz and Núñez coming up big in the second half, winning penalties, Núñez scoring, Salah obviously putting them away, contributing, and we got our job done, and I'm happy that we did, to be honest, because, I didn't fancy dropping points against Southampton at all, but up the Reds anyway, that put us 16 points clear. Deserved winners, you'd say. Second half, we were much better, I'd say. Not an amazing performance, kind of like second gear, like third gear, but doesn't matter, as long as you win. I don't really care. I say this all season. You get 3 points, I'm not asked. Do you know what I mean? As long as we win, it's fine. But yeah, moving on. I think we got Brighton Fulham. Brighton win, last minute penalty. I don't have too much to say about that one. I didn't watch it. That will obviously dent Fulham's European hopes a little bit, I imagine, because of how tight it is right now. From like 4th place down to like 9th, 10th. It's you know, it's a bit topsy-turvy at the minute. But who else did we have at 3 o'clock that day? What's he trying to think now? Jesus Christ. Ipswich, Crystal Palace. Palace win 1-0. Like I said, you know, the 3 teams that are in the bottom 3 now, that's already settled. That's done. Done and dusted. I knew that weeks ago. I just don't think any of them are anywhere near good enough, to be honest. I think Ipswich, the best out of a bad bunch. But, nah, I just don't see it. I'll move on to the other games anyway. We had Brentford Villa. Villa 1-0. Nice win for them. Tough ground to win at. Brentford, they've been tough this season. They really have. Decent win for them. That keeps their European hopes intact as well, in terms of like league finish and whatever. Obviously, they're in the quarterfinal. Well, they will be in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, I imagine. After, you know, they should be beating Club Brugge tonight. Or is it tomorrow they play them? Might be tomorrow. I expect them to get through anyway. But 8 o'clock was Wolves and Everton, I think. I think that was a 1-1 draw. Again, Everton, tough side to beat. As you can see, you know, Moyes has stabilised them, which is what they needed. There's no threat of them going down whatsoever. No chance. I think they're too good to go down. And they've obviously been playing a lot better. You know, they're a tough team to beat. They'll take a point away to Wolves, I'm sure they will. And I'm sure Wolves won't be too disappointed with their draw either against Everton. I think we know, you know, they're all safe now. I think, you know, like I said, the bottom 3 there are gone. I just don't see them staying up. Moving on to Sunday. Tottenham Bournemouth 2-2. I thought Bournemouth were amazing that game, I really did. I just don't think they were clinical enough. I think the football that they played was brilliant. Kirkes, that assist for that goal, wow. Just wow. Do you know what I mean? One end of the pitch to the other, swings in a great cross, Tavernier, back stick, puts it in. Brilliant. What a goal. Absolutely fantastic. And then they go 2-0 up. Van Nielsen thinks it over the keeper. Great goal. And obviously Tottenham, you know, as soon as Van de Ven comes on, I feel like, you know, they're a bit more stabilised, especially in defence anyway. You know, when you watch that Tottenham Bournemouth game, how many times did that Romero give the ball away? Like in the first half, like straight off the back. Literally, the ball's going straight to them. And, you know, it was just a recipe for disaster. You know, he couldn't help himself. He just kept making mistakes. And you could feel like the anxiety in the stadium and the nervousness around all the Tottenham supporters. Because that game could have got really ugly for them. But grand scheme of things, you know, to pull it back from 2-0 down, get a 2-2. Yeah, well done to them. I'm not sure they'll be too pleased with that, like, to be honest. But this is where footy's gone. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure there is fans out there that will take a point against Bournemouth, like, which is crazy. If you would have said that like 4 or 5 years ago, you probably would have got your head slapped off. But nowadays, it's kind of like the norm for some teams. It shows you like how far some of them have fallen. But anyway, Chelsea Leicester, not much to say about that. Chelsea scrape a 1-0. Palmer misses a penalty. Looks like an absolute stinker of a game. Chelsea just way off it at the minute, to be honest. And I can understand why the fans aren't happy at that club. I can. But yeah, it ain't looking good for them, form-wise anyway. But they'll just hope that they can just get, you know, Champions League for next season, because ultimately that's where they belong, really, you know. And they have to win that Conference League as well, because if they don't win that with the teams that are in it, wow, just wow. But anyway, who else did we have? United Arsenal, the 4:30 kickoff, 4 o'clock, something like that. Yeah, I did predict United would get a result in that game. They always turn up, you know, when it's a big occasion for them, no matter how shit they are, how crap they've been all season. You know, when Arsenal, Liverpool, City are in town, they'll step it up, because that's a big game for them. They'll go for it. The first half was terrible though, I'm not going to lie, I nearly fell asleep. Fernandes scores a lovely free kick, great goal. And then obviously they had plenty of other chances after that in the second half. They come out strong on the counter-attack, using the pace up top. Garnacho, Højlund was trying, you know, Xerxes was decent in that game, but I wanted Arsenal to win, I can't lie, because when do we ever want United to win a game? That was the one game where I was like, you know what, I don't mind Arsenal winning because it's United, but I knew that United would turn up and take some points off them, so it is what it is. Declan Rice gets the equaliser, starts shushing and starts fucking giving it all that to the crowd and all that. Why? 15 points behind Liverpool, pick the ball up, get it on the halfway line and go again. Do you know what I mean? Like, that epitomises the mentality of that club at the minute. Just simply that one celebration. What the fuck is he doing? Like, if that's us scoring that goal and we're chasing, do you know what I mean? We're chasing first place. Pick that ball up and go again. Doing all this and all that. Mate, come on. Sort your head out. Fucking hell. I can understand why so many Arsenal fans are pissed with that. Look at how I would be as well. That's 2 points dropped. Old Trafford. And let's face it, they should have won it at the end. I thought they were the better side, United. I did. Especially in the second half. Like, they were just playing them on the counter-attack, making better chances. And then, obviously, Villa coming up clutch with that big double save. He really did. Great save as well. Made a couple of other good saves as well from Xerxes, from Højlund. But that one at the end, that was the one. You know, United would have won that game right there. But, you know, point to point in it, you know. I'm sure they're not happy with that. But I just, you know, they ain't catching us. I think they should focus on, you know, staying in the top 4, if anything, or not getting leapfrogged by Forest into second, because how embarrassing will that be for them? You know, it ain't looking good for them at the minute. I have said all season that, you know, they were shit, but at the same time, like, I wasn't convinced by us not long ago with how we were playing, and I thought that we were going to go on like a little downwards trajectory, but thankfully we never. We've actually just capitalised and we've done our job excellently. I'm not going to lie. All right, we haven't been amazing. We haven't been, you know, 100 mile an hour, brilliant football or whatever, but I don't care. Just get 3 points and win. I want to get this Premier League trophy done and dusted. I want it won. Do you know what I mean? I'm desperate to win it. And I've said this before. This is why, you know, sometimes where we have to or lost certain games this season, which we don't really lose in the league. One loss in the league, and that was in September, to, you know, the Forest super team. That's why I do get a bit stressed, because I just don't want to get caught up. But obviously, you know, try and look at the bigger picture next time, and maybe it won't be as bad. But yeah, look, we're flying. You know, 15 points clear. They've obviously got a game in hand, but they have to win that game in hand as well. And will they? Question marks will be raised over that. We've got a big game tonight against PSG, and I am up for it, people. I will be live, so see you then anyway. And big love to everyone that likes, comments, shares, subscribes, tunes in. All legends, and I'm off anyway. See you tonight. Up the Reds, FSG out in a bit.